Have you ever felt? Are you listening?
What's up, y'all? This is Brittany from She Abundantly at sheabundantly.com. And I just gotta tell y'all, God is so good. Man, I don't think you really can't say that until you really know Him for yourself. So, the enemy's setting traps out here. If we already don't know, he's setting traps, okay? So I have to tell you about this encounter that I had. So basically, I have to be around this certain person because our professions overlap. Before I even met this person, knew anything about this person, it's crazy. I had seen a picture of this person, and just by looking at the picture, now I didn't know this person from Timbuktu, but just by looking at the picture, I felt like something spiritual. Like I felt like a warning, or like I was real troubled in my spirit. Let's put it like that. Just by looking at a picture. And I'm like, I don't know this person. I don't know what's going on. So how I was feeling, I was like, well, maybe God is trying to tell me to pray for this person. Just by looking at the picture. So I started praying for the person. And as time went on, our professions overlap. So it's like, okay, I'm starting to see this individual in person. Never had a conversation with this person, but over time, God, like, I would have nights that I would have dreams about this person. I was so puzzled, like, okay, in the dreams they were I understood what God was trying to tell me in the dreams. For a minute I thought, okay, God, you're trying to tell me this person is struggling with something, because the dreams were kind of straightforward. So I kept having dreams about this person. I say maybe 6, 7 dreams, I don't know, about this person. And I knew this person was not good for me, because in my dreams, God was showing me lust. Even when I would walk past this person, I would feel like an intense, like spiritual, like troubling in my spirit to where I can feel it physically. You ever had like a spiritual encounter, or God is on you so heavy that you can feel Him physically? Like, that's how it was every time I walked by this person. I'm like, Lord, I don't know if you're trying to show me a connection with this person. Like, maybe I still got some stuff in me that I need to get out. So, like, every time I cross this person, because we connect in that same spirit, I don't know, but it was so strong. So after a while, strong spiritual whatever, it went away. And even the dreams started to kind of, stop. Because I'm like, God, why do I keep having these dreams about this person? Like, what is going on? I don't talk to this person don't talk to me. I don't know. I mean, I knew what was going on, but I didn't know what was going on. So after all that time, out of nowhere, this person tried to come into my life. This person tried to holler at me. And instantly, I knew how to respond to him. Let me break this down real quick. From the first time I seen a picture of this person on the computer screen, this person actually trying to come in contact with me, try to come into my life, I counted, it was 636 days. That's a couple months shy of 2 years. And this is why God is so cold, like God is so good. Because all this time He was preparing me and warning me. He was showing me what was about to happen. He was showing me what was inside this person. So when this person tried to step to me in that way, that I would know exactly what's in front of me, so I wouldn't fall for the trap. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling this story to say this. God speaks to His people. He warns His people. The question is, are we listening? Do we have an ear to hear Him? Are we obedient enough to take what He's given us? Because what He's doing is He's giving us answers to the test. Okay? He's giving us answers to the test. If any of us are familiar with the prayer, or how God taught His people how to pray, it says, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. This is the part that stands out to me. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. You know how God delivers us from evil? He gives us the answers to the test. The enemy is setting traps every single day, because remember, the enemy hates us. He wants to steal, kill, and destroy, and he's setting traps. But God knows all things. He knows every trap that the enemy tries to set. He knows all his plans. So guess what? He's constantly trying to give out the answers to these temptations that the enemy is putting before us. He's giving it to his people. But are we listening? Are we listening? I'm just so glad. And thank you to my friend who told me to begin to pay attention to my dreams, because God speaks through dreams. A lot of times, because the world is so busy, he can't get us sometimes when we're awake. So while we're sleeping, while we can't fight him, while there's no noise, he speaks to us in dreams. He's so good that he will fashion and design a dream just to deliver a message to us. How amazing. How amazing is he? And just to give you an example of one of the dreams that I had about this individual, in my dream, there was a door with this person's name on it, and I walked through the door. And for some reason, like I asked this person if I could use something that he had. Before I left, when I was down there, I realized that there was a fashion show, and there was a whole bunch of women in that fashion show. So I had left as if I was about to, I don't know, go get something. And I texted him, and I was like, hey, do you need something? Do you need some help or anything like that? And he texted me back. He was like, yeah, I need this. And in the text message, he sent me a picture of this woman with this long flowing red gown on. And instantly when I woke up, I knew exactly what that meant. That was like a seducing spirit, or like a, like a Jezebel or a lustful woman. So in that message, he was showing me, God was showing me what this man, this person, was looking for. He had a whole bunch of women already modeling for him, already in his life, that already let me know what his game plan was, what this dude was all about. So God was already speaking to me, but I had no clue that this person would ever try to step to me. But it took 636 days for what God was showing me to come to pass. Now, had I not been listening to God, had I been disobedient, had I brushed those dreams to the side, like whatever, had I been weak spiritually, who knows what would have happened? Who knows if I really would have been prepared when this man stepped to me? Because real talk, the man is very handsome. And I guarantee you that he don't get rejected a lot. And had I been weak, who knows, I could have entertained that. But I knew from the very jump, I knew from the get-go, the guy was saying, nope, nope. I'm showing you what this person is all about. Don't even taste it. Don't flirt with it. Shut it down completely. You got to understand that the enemy is out for blood. Okay, he's out for purposes. He's out for destiny. He's out for your life, to steal, to kill, destroy. So whatever trap that he has set, you better believe it is designed to throw you completely off. It is designed so that you will never live your purpose again, that you will never fulfill what God has put inside of you, that you would never be effective. Had I failed for that, who knows how many girls I would have missed because of my disobedience? Who knows how far of a pit that trap really was? Because if God took 636 days to prepare me for just that short encounter of like less than 2 minutes, that demon, that spirit, whatever was connected to that person, that was real. And that really could have just thrown me completely off my game, off my purpose. So the enemy is out for you. Get to God and know who you are. Know your purpose. See what God is trying to tell you. Because it's crucial, especially in this time. Souls need to be saved. Young girls, young boys need to be mentored. It's not a game. It is not a game. Let me tell you, God is so real. We be walking into these traps, acting like we blindsided, but real talk, He speaks to us. He gives us the answers to the test. But are we listening? I just had a few scriptures to share, just to encourage us all. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans for welfare and not evil, to give you future and hope. John 10:27. My sheep know my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. We say we his sheep. We say we Christians. But do we really know his voice? Because those who are his know his voice, and they follow him. Psalms 32:8 says, I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you. I love that scripture, because all day long God is he wants to instruct us. He wants to teach us. He wants to counsel us when it comes to us being single, and who am I going to be with? Who's going to be my husband? Who's going to be my wife? Sit back and listen to God. If you allow him to counsel you, to instruct you, to teach you, to give you some wisdom, you won't have to worry about nothing else. You won't have to worry, oh, is this person it or not? First off, when you're so focused on God and what he has called you to do, everything else falls according to plan. We won't be hoodwinked and bamboozled. because our ear is so close to him, we can hear everything that God is saying, and he's telling us, nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Nope, don't go there. Nope, don't say that. And I'm saying this to encourage y'all, because there's been so many times where myself, I have not listened to God. I've chosen to reject his word. He's tried to give me counsel and advice, and instead of me listening, I've been disobedient because I wanted what my flesh wanted at that time. And guess what? I fell into the trap. I had to pay the consequences. I had to turn around and repent. I had to turn around and apologize. I had to humble myself and say, okay, God, that wasn't right. I know that. Here I am again, a hot mess. Help me, clean me up. But all this time, he wants to give us instruction and teach us. I am just so amazed. Y'all just, I'm sure people have been through this, but I'm just amazed of how good God is. That he was preparing me this whole time of this person. So you know what that means? That means this person has been watching me this whole time. He's been scoping me out to see when he could come in and try to set his trap. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, no temptation has overtaken you except what is common to man. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, he will provide a way out so that you can endure it. Yet again, he gives us the answers to the test. Are we listening? Psalm 16:11 says, you make known to me the path of life. God makes known to us the path of life. That means every step that we are to take, he tells us. He instructs us. So we shouldn't be lost or confused. If we spend time with him, he'll let us know. In James 4:7, one of my favorite scriptures, therefore submit to God. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Draw near to God and he will draw near to you. So what's the antidote? What's the answer to sin? Resisting him, humbling yourself. In order to submit to something, to come up under something, you have to humble yourself and say, God, okay, my way is not good, but your way is better. I'll cast myself down so that I can lift you up, God. Had I not done that, I'm telling you, because I know my flesh, I know what I like, and the enemy do too. I could have entertained that mess, and it would have turned into a little drop to a little drop to a little drop, and it all would have accumulated to a big old pour over of mess. But God is so faithful. And just seeing how that has unfolded, I'm like, God, I can never leave you. You got all the answers. Show me the path of life, God, because the enemy is setting traps, God. You was preparing me for this trap, and I paid attention. Thank you, Jesus. Singles, pay attention. You can avoid so much hell in your life if you just listen to God's wisdom, because wisdom will save your entire life, from finances to your heart, God, to friendships, relationships. I mean, all around, save your entire life. Stay encouraged. Visit sheabundantly.com, where I have a lot of truth, music and fashion, and just all goodness in between. I have a YouTube channel called She Abundantly, Twitter at She Abundantly, Instagram at She Abundantly, and Facebook. So check that out and be encouraged. I am just amazed. Peace.